whole hood banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, 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 bitch, nigga, bang, 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 bang. I'm in the cool, smoking on weed like a snoop, mad and pop off a juice. I got the juice, fucking my enemies like it or not, ain't no blocking the truth. I'm out the roof, with my AK like I'm Malcolm, I'm ready to cock in the shoot. This information is simple for niggas who dumb and don't really know how to compute. I ain't got problems with niggas who blood in the crib, but homie, I do know this. Young niggas figure to life and they gonna be in it, but really they don't know shit. I'm on that dolo shit, solo dolo bitch. Mentally I'm so sick, I got everything needed, I'm ready. If not, it is something my hoe go get. When will niggas learn this song? All my life I stood alone. Don't be joining cliques because you scared to fight and hold your own. Not one still fuck with me, I don't give a fuck what rappers don't. Niggas know I don't slick this. If I came at you, you be gone, bitch. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, 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 this nigga bang, 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 24/7 I'm smoking and drinking, bitch, I keep the fire. Really I wanna be sober, but I hate to see the world high. Suckers don't know shit about the world, thinking they got a third eye. You can't tell a nigga shit by nothing, but when he get murdered, we crap. This shit is old. Some of you niggas saying that the leaders are following hoes. You got the blind trying to lead the blind, we in a position with nowhere to go. Throwing them gang signs, but them niggas abandon you after you go up the road. Get an interrogation with a dirty Harry, he gon' turn your friend into a foe. Why they been doing this shit to manipulate niggas for centuries? That's the fire. They know we came and it really exists and they set up another black messiah. That's that hustle over your head shit. Plot to kill you dead shit. Think about the matrix you envision before you fail, bitch. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing, bitches banging, 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 banging. I remember when the ATL wasn't banging, now they banging, 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 banging. Niggas throwing sets and them bullets start ringing like bang, 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 bitch, nigga bang, 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 bang.
Peace, peace, peace. What's going on? This is your bro MD checking in once again, man. MD's thought box. Sitting here thinking I had to bring it on. You know what I mean? It's all good though. What's happening? What's going on with everybody? You know what I'm saying? Again, of course I'm driving, so at any point in time, you know, if my mic ain't sounding too good, somebody just let me know. You know what I mean? I'll try to adjust. If not, ain't nothing I can do about it. But let me say, oh, there go Black Son. What's up, Black Son?
Hey, what's going on? How's my mic sound?
Bro, you same old same, man. It's all good.
Okay.
Nah, so that I ain't gonna make this one a long one, or at least I'll try not to. It all depends on how the conversation go. Really just wanted to tie everything in together, right? So shameless plug. You know, we're talking about anarchism today. So of course tomorrow, be sure to tune in Arena Cinema on 8 o'clock on Saturday. Anarchy USA. We'll be showing that film. More or less a documentary, but it's a very important documentary. Ties directly into the book that we just did, Colored Communism and Common Sense by Manning Johnson. So I said, you know, two reasons I said, okay, let's talk about anarchism. Also, I've been thinking long and hard about some of the views that I have and some of the revelations that came upon me with certain political viewpoints, right? And I asked myself, am I a libertarian? Is that what I'm really spewing out of my mouth? Libertarianism. You know what I'm saying? I thought about it. Then I had to say, whoa, let me take a step back. You know, I ain't ready to proclaim nothing like that yet. You know what I'm saying? That's not to say that I might come to the ultimate conclusion that yes, I am libertarian. That may happen still. I don't know. But for the sake of reevaluation, I had to say, let me pump the brake and like analyze like what's going on here. And so it all ties in when we talk about anarchy, right? In fact, a lot of libertarians on the extreme side, that's with me when I'm just riding. They decide to call you when I go live. I don't get it, but either way. Can you still hear me, Black Son?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah. Okay, that's what that was. Okay, yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. Yeah, man. Yeah. I just tell you to hold it down for a minute so I can cut somebody out.
Okay, no problem. All right, y'all. So the title's Anarchism, and yeah, it's funny you brought up libertarianism. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. MD thinks this is gonna be a short conversation. I have a feeling this. I don't think it's gonna be short at all, man, because a lot of y'all are anarchists out there. You know, a lot of y'all be like, fuck that, voting don't work, man. What? Y'all don't have no. He hit the goddamn panel. Because I think you're an anarchist. You say fuck Joe Biden, you say fuck Trump. Like, like you said, saying don't vote. Are you an anarchist? That's what I like to vote, man. Because, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
I'm back.
You saying,
Can you hear me, Black Son? I'm back.
I can hear. Yeah.
Okay, so damn, I done lost my train of thought, man. But anyway, oh yeah, I know what I was saying. I was talking about libertarianism. So I had to pump the brakes and be like, whoa, am I really a libertarian? Because on the extreme side of libertarianism, there are those that consider themselves anarchists on that side. So I had to say, whoa, like, let's define anarchism. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I mean, in this layman's term, all anarchy is no government.
Right.
In layman's term, that's all it means. You know what I mean? With that being said, nobody in the history of the world can say that there's ever been a society of anarchism. If I'm wrong, name it. You know what I'm saying? On any level, whether it be low or high level. So when we look at anarchism, are we looking at a system or are we looking at a vehicle? I don't know if you remember, Black Son, we were talking about fascism that day.
Right.
Fascism is essentially, it's not a system of government. It's a vehicle to drive a particular society to a government. Like with fascism, it's all about nationalism in a drive for a social government. That's all. That's all essentially fascism is. But when we dealing with anarchy, there's no ultimate solution with anarchism. It's basically Mad Max.
Right.
That's literally what it is. You know what I'm saying? But even in Mad Max, you still got forms of low level society, even within Mad Max. So ultimately, all anarchism is a vehicle to drive to scramble the Rubik's cube, so to speak, and to start anew. You know what I'm saying? But the only correlation between the two, fascism and anarchism, is that it's a societal process, meaning that it's something that's collectively done. You know what I'm saying? Anarchy is the summation of a collective of people that's that's disavowed with another collection of people, or a system, or a set of ideals, whatever it may be. You can use the same term as revolts or coups. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
Right.
That's anarchism. But we all know the true definition of anarchism by the end of the revolt or by the end of the coup never go right. You know what I'm saying? Because ain't
Right.
nobody in these coups or revolts after the coup or revolt living in Mad Max. None of them. It's always a form of government that takes its place. Always. And usually that form of government is tyrannical in some type of way because of this social behavior. Always. So when we talk about anarchism, we're talking about a vehicle that drives a discombobulation of another society. That's all it is. Period. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people would like. I mean, just keeping it real. We using the term anarchy at the end of the day wrong. You know, we associate it with revolt at the end of the day. And I ain't saying it ain't no issue with it, ain't no problem. But what I'm saying is all the people that's being involved with the anarchism, that ain't what they really want. You know what I'm saying? And after the shit done, they looking around like, okay, what's next? And then one amongst them stand up on the soapbox and proclaim himself the leader, and we go from there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to bring that out, man. But it all ties into everything that we've been talking about this week, as far as communism, as far as racial prejudice, race period. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight race with race. It all ties into one another. You know, I would argue, and like that could be a discourse in and of itself. But I will argue that even like with a lot of the libertarians that consider themselves anarchists, how the hell you are individual anarchists amongst a society of people? That don't even make no sense. Like you ain't got the capacity nor the ideology to change whatever it is that you make. In the libertarian case, is no government. Well, no, I'm not gonna say that because all libertarians not that extreme. You know what I'm saying? There's some that are to that point, like they that extreme where they like we don't want no government at all. Well, what you mean you don't want no government?
Right.
When the value of libertarianism is the Constitution. Who's gonna enforce the Constitution? Oh, we could all just do that individually. So we out here like Judge Dredd, then basically is what we doing. You know what I'm saying? We got the right to enforce the shit, execute the shit, arrest the motherfucker. Like we should have in all that. Like no, bro. Come on, man, be for real. Like I'm all for less government, but goddamn, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So yeah, like you got some libertarians, yeah, they want to be Judge Dredd, like for real.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Every individual should have the right to arrest a motherfucker, charge a motherfucker, execute a motherfucker under the Constitution. That's exactly what Judge Dredd was doing.
Right.
Like you got like that's extreme as hell. That's why I had to go back. I had to go like, whoa, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like some of these libertarians crazy as hell. I don't know if I want to go that far. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, but it's a thought process, man. Like I said, like we really gonna have to break down what's the role, what's the means of the government, and how far it should go, how much of an impact it should have on the people. because I think that's where you get all the ideologies from. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And that what and from a negative aspect, that's where you could get the damn anarchy. You know what I'm saying? Hell, I mean, going back to fascism in practice is something that everybody pretty much use. So as a matter of fact, I'll give an example by asking you a question, Black Son. We know the standard definition of fascism. Fascism simply means social upbringing of a nationalistic government through whatever the case may be, culture, race, moral practice, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If that's the case, if we go just off that example, Malcolm X taught black nationalism. Is Malcolm X a fascist? Based off the definition.
In a sense, yeah.
Yeah, he would be.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? They call Antifa and all of them call Donald Trump a fascist, which is dumbass all in itself. Because by definition, if you calling Donald Trump a fascist, meaning Donald Trump is promoting a nationalist government, which would be American, and in turn, the people that's calling them fascists is American they damn self.
Right.
Like that's dumbassery. You know what I'm saying? Or are you saying he's promoting white nationalism? But wait a minute. If the nationality is American, you yourself in fact are American. I'm American. I'm not white. What's the promotion? What's the nationality? White ain't no goddamn nationality.
Nope.
So like I said, people use words loosely. You know what I'm saying?
They do.
Loose as hell. I mean, hell, by definition, everybody.
All right, y'all. Look like we lost MG, but yeah. Y'all hit the link if y'all want to join this conversation. Hit the like button, hit the share. Yeah, we about to go in. MD is about to go in with this libertarianism and anarchism.
Yeah, my bad, bro. Yeah, go ahead though. They pissing me off.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, finish your thought. No, that was somebody. I don't even know who the hell that was. I just hung up on him. Finish your thought.
Oh, okay. No, that was, I was just basically saying that, yeah, we're going to break it down. I think we're going to get deep, I just tell our audience, I don't think it's going to be a quick show. It's going to get deep, man.
Well, yeah, I ain't going to try to go that deep, man, because like I said, I'm almost to my destination. But in any event, like talking about fascism, from its definition in and of itself, if you have some sort of pride or affinity for your culture, hell, and it's somebody that's galvanizing the people based off of that, they are fascists by definition.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Now it's up to you if you want to view it positive or negative.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Would you consider ISUBK fascist? Or any Hebrew Israelite faction fascists?
I mean, yeah, by definition. But to me, that shit don't exist. So it's made up.
No, it don't exist.
It's imaginary fascism.
It is, but the mindset is very fascist. If they were to come in power, yeah, that'd be very fascist. But no, you're right. It is made up.
It's imaginary fascism.
Absolutely.
But all on its own, it's fascism.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to galvanize a collective of people based off of nationality.
Right.
And trying to now what makes it fascism though is trying to galvanize the people based off nationalism within a government. That's the key difference. You know what I'm saying? Now from that aspect, when we talk about Malcolm X or ISUPK or like anybody, Nation of Islam, whatever the case may be,
Right. Good point.
the key factor would be government. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Now you got a better argument with ISUPK because that's what ISUPK want. ISUPK want to establish a government within.
Well, so did Malcolm X.
Yeah, that's why I
Malcolm X
said
wanted
so
the
did Malcolm
government
X.
Yeah.
So I mean, when we talk about it from a government aspect, that's what makes it fascism. Hell, anybody can talk about they pride in nationality, but when you implement it within government structure, that's what makes it fascism.
That's right.
So in
any
the
type of
ideals of
theocracy
being
is automatically.
any
So any
type of
type of
theocracy,
theocracy would automatically. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I don't know about a theocracy though, because theocracy don't give a damn about your nationality. The rule of law is the
No, it
religion
don't.
itself.
No, it don't. But it's the thought. It's the culture. So somebody might say that you're right. It doesn't care about national. Well, okay, go ahead. You know what? Go ahead.
Well, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I think the difference is like, and shit, you may be right because, well, no, I can't say that because okay, let's look at Hitler.
Regular. Okay.
Hitler was a fascist.
Right.
Hitler learned from the original fascist, Mussolini.
Mussolini. Right.
Hitler structured a government under nationalism.
Right.
Hitler wasn't trying to make other people within his nationality, within his culture. He would kill your ass and take your stuff in the right of his own culture. You wasn't part of that culture in any sense of the matter. Whereas Islam would amalgamate you. Now I ain't saying that it ain't fascism. I'm just giving the difference.
Okay, I like that. I like you explain the difference. Yeah, I like. Yeah, I definitely want to.
Whereas in Islam proclaimed its culture through Islam, and then would come and conquest other people and tell them about their own culture and tell them you must be a part of this culture. So I look more or less at that as like colonization, and governmental fascism. Like I don't look at it the same way. You know what I'm saying? Even though no, I can't say that because well, I'm talking about before the Nazi Party. Before the Nazi Party, Germany had colonies, but they said fuck the colonies. Like we just gonna kill you and take your land, so we can have more land for our nationality, which is the German people.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
That's fascist. That's true fascism.
That sounds like imperialism.
Yeah, you could call it imperialism. But even in imperialism, you still had other ethnic groups that were working for the superior ethnic group.
Gotcha.
With Hitler, there was nobody else but the Germans. That's it. You're not fucking with nobody else. You know what I'm saying? That time Mussolini wasn't like in reality wasn't trying to fuck with nobody else, but Mussolini was bullshitting for the most part. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Okay.
Like Mussolini was even though he didn't create fascism, Mussolini was the prototype, whereas Hitler was the ultimate final product of that shit. You know what I'm saying? Hitler didn't give a fuck. Hitler would exterminate your ass for the purpose of more land for his own people. That's fascism.
Right.
And that's how I see the difference between the two.
Okay, got you.
You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, when it comes to Mussolini, anarchy was used to get rid of Mussolini. See what I'm saying? His own people killed him.
Right.
That's why I say anarchism is the vehicle to drive and run over another social ideology. What's done after that is up to the people. But in any event, it's social nonetheless. It's impossible to be an individual anarchist, in my opinion.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's solely a product of collectivism. And I think the movie tomorrow will explain that better than I can. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, but the general definition of anarchy simply means no government, like whatsoever. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But ain't nobody putting that in the practicality upon the philosophy, and ain't nobody doing that shit. So the definition was to be something else.
So a good example of that, I guess
I,
the longest form of anarchism would be like Afghanistan, when they were going through the transition before the Taliban took over, right? Al Qaeda or the Taliban? Was it Taliban or Al Qaeda? Taliban, yeah. Taliban, yeah.
Taliban was
yeah.
in Afghanistan, or was it Al Qaeda?
Was Al Qaeda?
Well, I mean, you said before the Taliban though. Before the Taliban was a. But so what was didn't before Taliban, Afghanistan had a democracy, didn't it? Or
Right,
am I wrong?
I'm talking about the transition. There was a long
Between
period of
the
time.
two?
Yeah, between the two, yes. Just recently.
I have to do more research. Yeah, I know when we left.
Yeah.
When we left, and then the Taliban. Well, that's a tough one, because remember that when the troops left, the Taliban basically came back like roaches on the government that was set up by us.
Right.
And took that shit right back over.
Oh, is it instantly? That was an instant, was it? Okay, I guess.
I mean, of course they got to fight. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't instant, but eventually it did. So the time in between, yes, that would be anarchy.
Okay.
The time in between, but eventually, once they took control, the government in itself is the Taliban.
Oh hell, Sudan.
You know what I'm saying?
Hell, Sudan, is that considered right now? Right now that would be considered an anarchy, because you don't have no one standing government. So would that be a vehicle?
Well, I mean, they still consider the military the standing government, as it, even though they fighting right now.
Oh, that's right. Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, even with that situation in Afghanistan, you still had a standing government, which would have been the U.S. backed democracy in Afghanistan, but eventually they lost.
Right.
So that goes back to what I was saying. The term anarchy in and of itself takes on a different meaning when it's an action. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So the action in itself, yeah, you would consider it anarchy, even though you still have a government in place at that time. But the action of anarchy is taking place in Sudan, just like it took place in Afghanistan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Hell, J6. What would you consider J6? You want a discussion? You said it's gonna be a long discussion. Let's make it a long discussion.
Let's do it.
What do you consider J6?
I don't consider that anarchy. I consider that I don't consider it anarchy, but I don't know. I consider it an unrest. Much like
Well,
the LA riots. Even though the LA riots happened, it wasn't. I mean, there was anarchy happening, but there was still a government in place. J6, there was still a government in place.
I think the movie tomorrow would disagree with you,
Okay, okay. I mean,
and this is the reason why. Like you said, just like in so you would equate so using that logic, if you say J6 was just an unrest, not an anarchy, you would have to say the same thing about hell, the BLM riots.
I agree. Yeah, I think the William Railway was just. Yeah, I don't. I mean, I see the definition that you're using. You're saying anarchy, so bedlam and anarchy are, I guess, one and the same in what you're trying to convey. But the only reason I would get pushback is because you still have a standing government as opposed to Rwanda, as opposed to the Sudan, as opposed to Afghanistan, as opposed to goddamn Laos, Hanoi, Vietnam. Like that shit disrupted that whole these things disrupt whole countries, whereas the LA riots didn't have an effect on Atlanta, or J6 didn't have an effect on Atlanta, really. You know what I'm saying?
So you
No,
saying you saying in order to categorize it as anarchy, it has to disrupt the actual government structure of the country.
that's my opinion. Yeah.
Okay, gotcha. I don't disagree with that to a certain extent. I don't disagree with that, but I think the movie tomorrow will disagree with you.
Okay.
The
And I,
reason why the reason why is, again, remember I said in the beginning, when you looking at anarchy as being an action,
uh-huh.
it's an action, it's a collective action. It's not nothing that's individual. It's a
No,
collective
I agree with
it's a
that.
collective action against some type of perception of being tyranny.
So my
Perception, quote unquote.
so my question would be, so what? Okay, so you say it's a collective action. I agree with that. Now, what are the numbers to consider it anarchy? I mean, is it 3? Is it 4? Is it 100? Is it 300?
Again, like I said, I agree with your definition. I agree with, to me, anarchy has to be on the scale that it disrupts the
The
government structure
government,
of the country.
right? Exactly. That's what I'm standing by. That it has to
Right.
disrupt the government structure. That means J6 would have affected Atlanta. That
No,
shit would
not
have.
necessarily. Not necessarily. Where did it take place at, Black Son?
It took place in New York.
It
However,
it didn't. No, it took place in Washington.
I'm sorry, Washington D.C. Okay, let me give you a good
But
example. When Rodney
go
King
ahead.
got his abs beat, did it not affect Atlanta?
Yeah, because everybody was watching it.
Right. But everybody was watching J6 too.
Hey,
The
again,
difference is when J6 happened, everybody was sitting at home, man. Look at them crazy ass crackers. When Rodney King verdict came down,
so what
everybody
did
tore shit up state to state to state to state.
I got
Shit.
to give pushback though, Black Son?
Okay,
What
please
what
do, please do.
what did J6 interrupt?
Just DC.
It interrupted the voting confirmation of Joe Biden. That
Yeah,
was the whole
yeah,
purpose.
yeah.
That was the whole purpose. Not according to me.
No, I got what
Mainstream
you're
media.
saying.
That was the whole purpose of J6 in and of itself. Is that not, by definition, is that not a disruption of the government of the country?
Again, I'm gonna disagree because on film, you still had police that were still, even at J6, even in Washington, that were still functioning, that were still taking orders, that were still controlling the crowd, that was still directing people. So no, I wouldn't say that was anarchy. I
But you
disagree with that.
do deny that it delayed a government function
It
at that
delayed it,
time.
but I know I agree it delayed it. I agree. No, I'm not disagreeing that it delayed the. Okay, it delayed it, but hell, they had government shutdowns. That delayed government too. But you don't call that anarchy.
Well, because that wasn't no action. That didn't no action happen because of that.
Wait, what?
So
Huh? Whoa. So them shutting down the government is not an action? I disagree with that.
Action by a group of who? Like, come on, like let's look at it in relative terms, Black Son.
No, I got what you're
We
saying because okay,
let's establish.
okay.
Go ahead.
No. I get the concept of what you're saying. I don't disagree with it in a sense. I'm just saying, where do the numbers lie? Like where, like what is there? Can we put a number on it? Because
I can't do that because I don't know.
Okay, that's fine. In my mind, there has to be. It has to travel at least to another state. Rodney King riot traveled to other states. J6 didn't travel to other states. In fact, it didn't even travel outside that district. I can't say that.
I don't, like I said, I get what you're saying, but I don't agree with that.
I know that's fine. That's why I said I think, because I can't wait to watch the film tomorrow because I'm going to ask the same question. What number determines it? Because you said it takes a group. So can 3 people holding up, I don't know, a bank, or no? Can 3 people go up into the Congress and call, okay, like the Black Panthers, did they cause anarchy when they marched up into the Capitol of California? Because they disrupted some shit.
That's a government institution, ain't it?
Yes, it is.
I would consider that anarchy.
I disagree with that, but okay. That's what I'm saying. I'm not sold on that, brother.
Okay.
It's a disruption, but it's not what I envision as anarchy. But I guess, damn.
Like I said, that ain't me taking away from what I totally get what you're saying. You're saying in order for it to be anarchy, remember we said that's the vehicle.
Yes, I agree with that.
That drives the displacement of the government.
I totally agree with that. I agree with that.
So by essence of the definition, all the stuff that's ever happened in America is not anarchy. Like by that definition, we've never had anarchy here.
Then I gotta ask you a question, man. Is the police considered part of the government?
Yeah.
Were they displaced, J6?
Were they displaced? No.
Yes. No. See, that's why I can't agree. I can't agree with that, indeed. To me, anarchy displaces.
Congress was, though.
Yeah, that's a part of a government. So, yeah. I guess
law enforcement part of a government.
Absolutely. But the law enforcement wasn't displaced. They were still functioning. They were still giving orders.
Congress got the hell on.
Congress got the hell on, but goddamn, the police still. In fact, they killed the woman. They killed the woman.
They did.
So the police were still functioning.
Some officers were killed.
And so police was still functioning. So no, I can't say that was God. And they got shit under control. So no, I can't say that's anarchy. I can't. Okay. Because just to me, when you got to get fucking people up out of, like you say, I'm American. You in goddamn Sudan, man. I got to get up out of here, meaning ain't no form of government functioning. Not the goddamn police, not the Congress, not the fucking fire department. Ain't nobody functioning but the military to get you up out of there. Not the goddamn consulate, not the goddamn, yeah.
So in order to constitute it as anarchy, full function of the government have to cease.
Huh?
In order to constitute it as anarchy, full function of the government, based on your definition. All right.
Yeah,
cool. I got a problem with you.
Yeah, based on my definition, you can't have the police functioning. I can't call that anarchy. You still got police functioning and killing damn people. Hell no. I can't. Nah, because the police is still a wing of the government.
Gotcha. All right. So let's broaden the aspect, right? Now again, if we both agree, anarchy cannot be constituted unless it's a group of people. Right. Let's look at some other things that may agree.
And again, that group of people, I need a number on that group of people.
Right. That's why I'm glad you said number, because
I need a number on there.
I believe it's a group as well as you believe it's a group. Let's look at some scenarios where it may have been a very small number. Hell, it may have even been one person. Let's take, for example, 9/11. Was 9/11 anarchy?
No.
because government didn't shut down.
No, because the fire department is part of government. That's first
Gotcha, okay.
responders. First responders is a wing of the government. So no.
I got you.
Hell no.
I agree. Well, I'm just throwing shit out there. I'm just shooting the
Okay,
shit.
no. I love it. I know. This is actually good.
I agree
No,
with
this is
you.
good.
I agree with you.
Okay. Keep it coming.
And we know 9/11 was a ragtag group of people took over some planes, but it was a group nonetheless.
Yeah, it was three people. But yeah.
Let me give you another one. Oklahoma City bombing. Was that anarchy?
No.
Reason being because it didn't shut down.
No, it didn't shut down.
The government in Oklahoma City.
It fucked up a government building.
Even though it was a government building.
Yeah, it was a government building. It fucked up some goddamn people in government, but no, it was not. No, that's not anarchy. No, because they still anarchy is something that you can't contain. Like the Sudan, they can't contain that shit. They're trying to. It's something you can attempt to try to contain. You can't contain that shit. J6 was contained. The Black Panthers going up in the Capitol was contained. I can't call it something like anarchy. To me is something that just spirals out of control, MD. And when you go to some of these countries,
it's got to be 100% no control.
It's got to be.
Because I'm about to give you another scenario.
Okay.
Now you said no. You said no control, right? You said no control.
Yes, sir. No control. Well, let me. Can I backtrack?
Go ahead.
It's got to be 86% out of control.
80. How you come up with that?
because the military is, well, you know what? Nah, okay. You know what? I'm a. You know what? Hold on.
All right. Well, all right. Let me give you. Since you said all
I say 86% because.
Go ahead.
Okay. Oh no. The reason I say 86% because you still got a functioning military, you still got a functioning National Guard.
Well, that means you still got a functioning government.
Okay, that's why I said let me back that up. Let me retract that because that shit, that ain't making no sense right now. What I just said. Okay, you know what? Fuck it. It can't spiral out of control. Let me just say that. Anarchy is something that can possibly just spiral out of control, like a domino effect from state to state. Even though the LA riots is the best example of some spiral out of control, they still contained it.
Because they had government action.
Right.
To contain it.
Right.
So that wouldn't constitute as anarchy then.
No, it wouldn't. That's why I said, and to me, the LA riots was greater than J6. J6 was nothing. That's why I can't say J6. That's why my definition, MD, I cannot say, I sit up here and can't tell you that J6 was anarchy because J6 was nothing compared to the LA riots. Nothing.
Yeah, I feel.
Hell, it wasn't nothing compared to the goddamn 9/11 towers. Hell, it wasn't nothing, man. Shit, J6 wasn't nothing.
I feel you, bro. I feel you. Like I said, I'm just.
Okay.
I'm just putting out.
But I do agree with you. It did disrupt a portion of the government, but it was nothing that couldn't be contained because goddamn the police, they were all in control.
Okay.
Whether you agree with what the police did.
You keep using the word control. That's why I want to challenge you with some other scenarios.
Okay, cool.
You continue to use control.
Yes.
Patrice Lumumba, is that anarchy? Was that anarchy?
Oh shit! Yeah. Damn. Oh god, that was
I did that because you keep saying control.
Yeah. Patrice Lumumba, that was just a straight up see, you got coup d'etats and then you got, you know what, that was damn.
Well, a coup would constitute by its definition as anarchy.
Right, by definition, but however it was contained very quickly. You just had one person who goddamn Patrice Lumumba, you had basically what they call the cracker deemed as a peaceful revolution.
Okay, what about Afghanistan coup with KGB?
There was a boat of anarchy in there.
Okay.
Like I said, it was a vehicle, but Like, you know what? You know what? Not only what
As
we
a matter
need.
of fact, while the anarchy was going on, the KGB took care of the actual bureaucratic problem of getting them up out of there.
That's right. So
So
right.
in essence, it was a little bit of anarchy mixed in with a little bit of Russian influence. Let's just say that.
Well, let me ask you this: is there such thing as a coordinated coup or a clean coup?
Yeah, bloodless coup. Yeah.
Okay, so would you consider? Okay, so we just agreed on the anarchy being the boat. A coordinated clean coup, it doesn't fall in there
Why not?
because there's a transition that I mean, no, I can't. I mean,
Well, I'll put it
because
to you like this.
it's a swift transition. That's why it's a swift transition.
Okay. Remember, anarchy is the vehicle, not the act itself. Anarchy is the vehicle.
It's the vehicle. Well, let me ask you a question with Patrice. Did Patrice Lamundo, did he surrender immediately to the goddamn Dutch?
No, no.
Okay, he did. Okay, good. Okay. See, because some of these coups, they surrender immediately. Like down in, or was it Venezuela? Or was it goddamn Honduras? One of those countries, South American countries, they be having coups all the time. Some of them, they surrender immediately. Do you consider immediate surrender a part of anarchy? I don't.
Well,
I
I get
consider
what
that a
you're saying.
clean coup. Yeah, that's a clean coup right there. Or like you say, a bloodless coup.
I get what you're saying. But like I said, that's why we got to remember that anarchy in itself is the action that drives the reasoning behind the coup. You know what I'm saying? That's all anarchy is. Like if we go back to Afghanistan, them motherfuckers was outside fighting,
Yeah, that's right.
but the KGB was in the palace. You know what
That's
I'm
right.
saying?
Yeah.
So the act in itself, the vehicle, more or less didn't really have nothing to do with the transition of the power. They thought they may have thought in their mind. See, that's what's so slick about the Russians. They may have thought in their mind that the reason that the fucking president gave up was because of what they were doing, when in reality it was KGB.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But that don't take away from the vehicle itself, which is the anarchy that was outside.
Right. No, I agree with you on
You see what
that.
I'm saying?
I 100% agree with you on that. Again, but we got to go back to J6, man, because J6 is crucial because we are not. I guess we got to try to find a common ground because I'm not seeing J6 as a. I'm not seeing it.
Well, this is the reason I constitute J6 as being anarchy. For one, like I said, it did in fact, whether it's a little effect or big effect, they
Okay.
did in fact disrupt government. Can't take away from that.
That's where we
Second thing
disagree.
is,
Okay, got you.
well, yeah, like I said, whether it's big or small, in some form or fashion, they disrupted government. Even to the point where you had commissions and federal charges and all that shit. Second thing is, it was a collective action based upon a driving vehicle with Trump. Even if Trump didn't
I
mean it
got to
that way.
stop you right there. I got to stop you right there. No, I got to
Uh,
stop you. I got to stop you right there. Trump. Okay, you know what? Yeah. We about to. You know what? You might as well extend this goddamn show. We got to disagree with that. Hell no. Where the hell is he at? Ready to be a referee on this one? No, bro. No. Hell no.
hey, like I said,
Hell no.
I ain't saying I agree with. I'm just telling you. That's why I said whether he meant it that way or not, those people, for the most part, not all, but most, were moved based off a collective ideal to go and hit the Capitol. Period. Now
Trump
we know
said.
we know there were underlying groups that had
Trump.
orchestrated certain shit. You know, like we know that.
Got you. Right. Okay, got you. Okay, I'm
But
hearing you out.
but for the most part, the masses were galvanized based off an ideal collectively to go hit the motherfucker. And then, no, but that's not to say I put Trump as the reason why they hit it. Remember, you had provocateurs like the Oath Keepers and other
right.
groups that facilitated that shit when they got down there. Nonetheless, that's still a collective action
So
against the government. That
that,
constitutes anarchy.
that's uh, see, now you're going against your own definition now, what you just read, the
What you
definition.
mean?
Because you're saying that anarchy is the vehicle, right?
Anarchy is
So
the vehicle, right?
vehicle. So are you okay? You know what? I'm gonna ask you a question. So are you saying that with the vehicle, it does not have to be planned?
No, it can be organic.
Oh, okay. Well then,
But
okay,
but but
that's
or,
fine.
but
Okay,
organic
okay.
but organic but being organic can still be it's like the sheep. You can still shepherd the sheep.
Like the Arab
They, they,
Spring.
they don't, yeah, they don't know like what the fuck you trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You're right because the Arab Spring I consider anarchy. That was anarchy.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you can move the sheep either way you want. Like they don't understand what the fuck going on. They just
I
doing it
follow you.
based off of a certain principle. You know what I'm saying? Like I
Right.
said, I'm not gonna put that on Trump because a lot of that shit was through the efforts of
Individuals.
the shit
Individuals.
the shit that motherfuckers that was doing once they got to the Capitol, like
Right.
the Oath Keepers and other people. You know what I mean?
Right. But that's based on. But see, again, these are just in. It's just a group of people on individually making wrong, bad decisions. That's what I chalk it up as.
But the group go along. That's just like, okay, me and you
No,
in a
I agree. The
crowd,
group, and I agree. I agree. Right,
right?
right. That
And
goes
some
back
and
to
some
group thing. Like,
right,
yeah, and
and
that's
we
it.
all reacting to something that we feel is unjust,
And that, and
and we
that, and
all in
that.
the crowd, and somebody throw a goddamn brick into the window,
Right.
and what that make everybody, the whole group do?
Bum rush the
We
goddamn
all
broken
we
windows.
all
Right.
doing the shit.
Right. And that certifies what you said yesterday about group thing, low primitive
Look,
group thing. Right.
right.
I agree. Yeah. So that's actually a good example with J6 because a lot of them motherfuckers, man. Uh, number one, they grow. Ain't none of them motherfuckers went off what Trump said. Because Trump didn't tell them to do that shit. Trump said go
Yeah,
protest peacefully. They took it upon themselves to just make an individual choice. Nah, fuck it. I'm grown. I'm going to do what the fuck I want to do. That was their individual choice. You had a lot of people making individual choices.
but we can agree that was sheeple mentality
Yeah,
though.
I totally agree.
It was low level.
It was low level. I agree.
Remember what I said. Through one person's spark, you
But Trump,
create the altruism of the whole group. You know what I'm saying?
right, and what I'm saying, I'm making this official, Trump was not the conductor of that.
I wasn't
That
trying to
was
say
just,
that.
no, I know you weren't trying to say that. I'm just saying that. I'm just for the record. I'm saying it. I'm not saying that MD's saying that. I'm saying for the record, because
Oh,
that is the narrative. Um, you know that the sheeple that was you know what I'm gonna just say that was organic. That shit J6 was totally organic from the and it had nothing to do. There was no you can't pin that on Trump. You just can't because it got him on tape. He said protest peacefully, and then after the fact, he told him to goddamn go home. Shit, so no.
okay. All right. I don't disagree with that, but like I said, I'm just recognizing that it was a sense of coercion that was there amongst the group. You know what I'm saying?
Amongst the group. Okay, I agree with that. I agree.
I ain't necessarily putting that on Trump. I'm saying you did have people that were there doing calculated things
I agree with
in
that,
order
right?
to entice the masses. You know what I'm
I,
saying?
I, I agree with that.
So but either way, whether it was calculated or organic, that don't take away from it being anarchy.
Right, I got you. You know what? So I guess I might have to yield and say, okay, I agree to that. That it can be a more organic movement. However, I'm still, I still feel a little uncomfortable with the numbers. Like I said, because to me that was not a big as big as some other events that happen here in the U.S. I mean, historically, we've had some, like I said, even down here in Auburn, we've had some shit where, hell, down goddamn Wall Street, where the goddamn police was not functioning. That's anarchy.
Okay.
Goddamn Reconstruction, when they took over South Carolina, all in black, that is anarchy. When you got the police not functioning, then it's anarchy. But to me, it's hard for me to accept it, MD, because J6, you had police functioning. It's hard for me as a black man seeing police functioning, calling anything anarchy when you got police functioning. It's hard. It just, I'm sorry, it's hard for me, bro.
I don't think that just because you see an aspect of government that constitute that take away from it being anarchy. I don't believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Tulsa, Oklahoma, were the police functioning?
In Tulsa, during what you mean when the white folks burned it down?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the police were functioning, but they didn't give a damn.
So they were functioning?
Yeah.
No. Were they or were they not functioning?
They were functioning.
They were functioning? No, they weren't functioning.
What mean they were not functioning? Where you get that from?
Were they functioning according to their duties? I'm sorry. Let me be more
specific. Well, that's something different. Yeah, you can't.
Then you're not functioning.
You just moved the goalpost, bro.
No. If I'm in a police uniform and I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing, I'm not functioning as a police officer. I'm just goddamn wilding. I'm just a nigga in a goddamn police uniform.
But because of the low level collective thought, at that point, I don't give a damn if you was a regular citizen or part of the government. You were with what happened in Tulsa. I can't constitute that to being, no, I can't do that. I can't do it.
Whoa.
I cannot do that.
So, whoa. MD, are you saying there was no anarchy in Tulsa, Oklahoma? That was anarchy.
Okay, so all right, let's go back.
Government wasn't functioning like they were supposed to.
But that's not what you asked me originally. All you asked me was the government function. Yes, the government was fully functioning during Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Wait. We gotta find what's functioning is what is functioning. What is government function like? Okay, please.
Operational.
Okay, I got what you're saying. So, operational.
So with that being said, no, I don't constitute Tulsa as being anarchy because Tulsa was not them crackers didn't come to Tulsa to overturn any sense of government. That was terrorism is what that was.
I agree.
Terrorism and anarchy can be two separate things.
Okay, so
you just said 9/11 wasn't anarchy. That was terrorism.
That was terrorism. That is correct. Right. But terrorism from an outside source, meaning if you got police participating in terrorism, that's anarchy.
That's terrorism.
It is terrorism. I agree. It's terrorism and anarchy.
No, I can't go for that. So what were they trying to overturn? What government were they trying to overturn? What system were they trying to overturn?
I got you. I got what you're saying. They were just going after black people. So then, okay, I got what you're saying. Okay, you know what? I see your point. I see what you're saying. You're saying that there was no threat to the government, therefore it was not anarchy. It was just
the government helped with the terrorism.
They did, right.
Get these niggas up out of here. They said, as a matter of fact, this is how you know it was terrorism. They saw Tulsa and said, look, these niggas are more American than we are. We can't have these Negroes exemplifying the values of individual free market capitalism better than us. Let's burn it down. That's straight up terrorism.
I agree that
Wilmington, North Carolina. These niggas know politics better than we do, and they fresh out of slavery. We got to get them up out of here.
I got you. But were those Black people part of the government. Oh, I got you, MD.
Oh,
They're
you
part
got
of
me
the
in the
government.
gotcha moment.
Yeah, I
Go
got
ahead,
you,
go
brother.
ahead,
I got you. Where the
go ahead.
Wilmington, North Carolina, where they not part of the government. So you're making the same.
A
Actually,
lot, a lot of them was. Yes, they were.
okay. And was the police functioning at that time?
Yes.
Okay. Did the police help? You know what? Damn, this is complicated, man. Oh my God. You know what? Damn. Actually, this helps my argument, but I'm trying to formulate this shit just right so it don't sound crazy. Okay, first of all, let's back up. How did they overthrow the people in Wilmington? Let's break that down. Let's break it down, Step. Do you got time? Just a real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead, go ahead.
Can you just give a real quick breakdown of how that process went down?
So if we look at Wilmington,
Okay.
it was a combination of the two. It was a combination of black white terrorism and a
Okay.
combination of blocking out certain aspects of voting for blacks that were
Okay.
predominantly in that particular area. So it was a
Okay.
combination. They didn't
Okay.
do like Tulsa, just like raised it to the ground. It was a more of a slow process. Though they did come in there and with bullshit with the riots. You know what I mean? They did
Right.
riot in Wilmington
Right. Right.
for the purpose of terrorizing black folk.
Right. So,
And then eventually, like the town itself broke apart, and the
okay.
white folks took it over.
So was it the job of the police, the state capitol police, to stop that process from happening in Wilmington?
But they was all racist though, black son. You ain't gonna be able to
But
get around the
I know
participation.
I'm not trying to get around the race. Right. We got terrorism. We agree on the terrorism, but we're not agreeing on the anarchy aspect of that. We're not talking about the overthrow. So basically, they're in lock. They're not doing shit. They're not doing their jobs as policemen. So they're part of the racist group. You got police officers part of the Klan. So they're terrorists. So they're not doing their job as sworn officers.
Right.
They done disgraced that badge right there. Is what they're
Right.
doing.
And remember, they also made the white people leave that were the white Republicans, because that's how you got the Southern Fusionists. Remember, I talked about the Fusionist
That's
Party.
right. Yeah.
You had whites and blacks working together in that community, and they built the empire in Wilmington. And the racist white folks didn't like that.
So the minute that officer agrees to be a terrorist, they're no longer an officer. They're going against their sworn oath.
Okay, I concede to that. Go ahead.
Okay. So, therefore, that leads to anarchy, because anytime that once that police officer agrees, you know what, I'm gonna be on some goddamn cracker shit, on some nigga shit. Basically, you're going against your oath. That is a disruption in itself in the government.
So, see, man, you, damn, man, I got to pull over.
Did I move the go? Oh, did I move the goalpost, goddamn?
No.
If I did,
No,
I
listen.
apologize, but I'm trying to.
Now, I'll concede to you about Wilmington. I ain't gonna concede about Tulsa, but I'll concede to you about Wilmington in the aspect of a part of.
No, MD. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, you have had police officers. If they participated in that terrorism bullshit, then they're part of the disruption of the government.
I can't go with that. The reason I can't go for that, because there was no means of replacement of said government in Tulsa. With Wilmington, I'll concede, because
gotcha.
Wilmington, it was political. Wilmington, it was all about politics in Wilmington.
Gotcha. Okay.
Because of the political power that Wilmington had, that was the driving force, i.e., anarchy, to come in and riot. That It wasn't like that in Tulsa. So I concede to Wilmington. I ain't conceding to Tulsa.
Damn.
I concede to Wilmington, because Wilmington was strictly political.
If you can't concede to goddamn Tulsa, I can't concede to goddamn DC.
Well, I asked you to concede to DC. I'm telling you, You can't deny the same, just like Wilmington, political driving force, i.e. anarchism. J6, political driving force, i.e. anarchism. Period.
MD, I'm gonna stand on this, bro. J6, you had functioning police. I cannot.
Bro,
I
like
can't see. I'm trying to work
you
with you.
bring
I'm
in
trying
one
to work with you.
aspect. Nah, you ain't trying to work with me. You bring in
I
one
am.
aspect. You bring in one aspect. You talking about the cops, bro. The hell with the
Right. That's
cops.
part of the. No, you can't say
The
that
cops.
with the cops. They're part of the government.
What you mean?
The,
Bro, the
the
cops
cops are the enforcement.
ain't
They're the
stopping no
enforcement are the.
anarchy.
Oh, okay.
The cops ain't finna stop no anarchy. True anarchism, man. The cops, they calling in National Guard.
Right.
They can't stop no.
So why did,
They ain't
hold
stopping
on,
no
hold on, hold
anarchy.
on. I'm glad you said that. So why they didn't call the National Guard in on J6?
I think they did.
Man, bullshit. Trump said they
I
got
think
them stop
did
that
the
shit.
National Guard come in
No,
later?
no, they did.
I
No.
think
Oh, yeah,
they
they did.
did,
I'm
bro.
sorry, they did. Okay, you're right, they did. You're right, I apologize, they did. But Trump said that he
And you
tried.
can't get around, huh?
No, go ahead. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say you can't get around the fact that again, when we defining anarchy as an action, not in the general sense,
Right,
as an action, anarchy is strictly political.
right,
Anarchy is there to be an action toward a governmental system.
right.
That's the action. J6 fall right into that. You can't get around that. Them folks wasn't just down there just shooting the shit, and all of a
Right.
sudden, they amped up in the Capitol. They did it for a specific reason. The reason was the government.
Right,
Like you can't get around that.
right.
Whether it was meaningful or not, as far as the why are these people calling me, bro? Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Yeah. Wait, yeah, you good.
Yeah. No. I was saying whether you deem the disruption of the government meaningful or not, it was still there. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying?
gotcha. You're right. Okay. I mean, it's a good conversation, man, because I like to say you're bringing up good points that, I like to say good points, good definitions, and like I said, uh, I mean, these are great examples too, man. These are great examples. And I see the importance of why you're calling J6 that. But again, I just find it hard because you still got a functioning government. I guess because I look at anarchy as no functioning government.
Right.
That's why it's hard for me.
So is anarchy and civil unrest synonymous? Is it synonymous with each other?
Um, Not really. No. It can be, but no, I think there's a difference between the two. I think there's a significant difference between the two. Unrest,
So what constitutes civil unrest then?
a civil unrest is something that can be contained. It's something that's out of control, but it can be contained within minutes. Anarchy.
What sparked the civil unrest though?
I mean, you got different types of unrest, but most of the time, I guess you could say it's political.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, there's different reasons, but like, let's just say a political unrest, which J6 will fall under. Again, it was contained. It was contained, and then you still had a functioning arm of the government. The police are the enforcement arm of the government.
Okay. So then we will both agree that civil unrest and anarchism is a result of the same thing.
Yes, I would agree to that. Yes,
Okay.
but it's saying well, the only difference is one can be contained and one can spiral out of control. That could one can spiral out of control to goddamn overthrow the government. You can't overthrow the government with functioning police there. With Tulsa, Oklahoma,
You keep using that as some
I
type of
know.
barrier. I don't. You know what I'm saying?
No, and I respect that. It's hard for me I'm just explaining why it's hard for me to see that when you got a functioning police. I can't see past. I mean, no, I'm not saying that you're wrong, and I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying it's hard for me, MD. I can't look past the damn functioning police. Every time I look at them tapes, I see them police. They still in goddamn order. They're still in formation. They still use their walkie-talkies. They're functioning.
Bro, the two police died.
Yes, they did.
At JC. Only one civilian died.
Right.
So I mean, yeah, that. Go ahead.
I mean, okay, but police get killed. Okay, police get killed in events all the time, do they not?
They do.
Okay, so that was an event, and would you would you say that that police officer maybe got cornered and maybe did not have no backup? I mean, this shit happens. I mean, police die. They die. They get killed in events that happen. That was an event that happened. The police got killed, but it still didn't disrupt the formation, the communication, or the functioning body of that police force.
I feel you, man. But like I said, I don't constitute the police as being a full function of the government. I just don't.
No, not full function. It's just they're okay. Let me ask you this. Okay, would you assume that in the Sudan the police weren't functioning?
No, I'm not going to assume that because the government is ran by the military.
Okay.
That government is still there. They're fighting right now, but they're still there.
I'm trying to
see what I'm saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, but I'm trying to use another. Good example. Okay. Damn. Oh, I guess this is kind of difficult. I'm gonna go there. Fuck.
No. Here's the perfect example. Haiti.
Oh yeah, that's anarchy, bro.
What's going on in Haiti right now?
Yeah, that's anarchy.
They killed the president.
Yeah.
Niggas in the streets with AK-47s and machetes.
That's anarchy. That's anarchy. Yeah, that's straight.
That's anarchy.
That's anarchy. Yeah. That's anarchy. That's no denying. That's anarchy right there. I'm glad you said it because I was just about to use Mexico, but Mexico still has a functioning government. So,
right. It may be controlled by the cartels, but it's still functioning.
It's still functioning. Right. You're right. Yeah, you're right. So no, actually, Haiti was a good example. That was beautiful. Actually, you helped my argument.
How I help your argument? I provided you with a great example of true anarchism.
Right.
Like right now. You know what I'm saying?
I totally agree with Haiti. Yeah, that's anarchy. I totally agree with that. So, oh man. Yeah, we had a stalemate, man. I don't know, man. I can't. I just can't. It's hard for me to damn say anarchy with functioning police. Again, I can't do it, man. But maybe one day I'll come around. But right now, it's hard for me to do that, bro. With functioning police, man.
Now, you call the Arab Spring anarchy.
Yeah.
The Arab Spring, for the most part, was peaceful. For the most part,
it was peaceful, but you had the police not doing their job. Ain't that many Arabs supposed to be surrounded by no government building like that? No, I had to shot myself in the foot. Oh God, I just shot myself in the foot. Damn. Oh, that's your argument. Oh, never mind. Scratch that. Damn you, MD.
I'm just saying.
Oh, no, you know what? Damn. All right, you know what? Damn. Now I got it. Okay, but did they have a functioning police at their spring?
Yeah, they did.
Raping? No, they were raping. Oh, no, wait a minute. Okay. You know what? Yeah.
You just had millions of people in the street protesting. In a lot of them Arab countries.
That's right. It was the same. You're right. That's the same scenario. You're right. So then that was anarchy there.
A lot of the time they wasn't throwing shit. They wasn't hitting the cops.
Right.
They were simply protesting. It was just a whole lot of them.
Oh no, then that wasn't anarchy then.
Huh?
If
So
no, listen,
no,
no,
no, wait a
no,
minute.
no, no.
No, I got to stop you, Black Son. I got
Okay,
to stop
okay,
you.
okay, okay. I'm
The
listening.
Arab Spring in some of those countries, in fact, those governments were replaced.
Right.
So how was that not anarchy?
Uh, damn.
Without throwing a rock.
Right, right, right. All right,
But
well,
it
I
was
guess,
it
yeah,
was the action of the people that did the shit though. The driving force.
right. Shit.
Just think you are president of a country, and the people
Right,
think that you tyrannical, and
right.
millions upon millions of people in the street protesting against you. You know how much internationally back pressure that is. You just throw your hands up and say fuck it, I'll leave. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Through the vehicle, which is the people, not even laying a finger on nobody. Put so
Okay,
much
but do we?
pressure. Go ahead.
So, okay, so you're saying anarchy doesn't have to be violent. So
No,
anybody not killing and raping and all that and tearing, burning
no.
shit down.
Remember,
Okay, I
all it
got you.
is the driving force
Okay,
behind the breaking apart of a government. That's all it is. Literally,
well, damn.
that
Okay, well,
driving
damn.
force was those millions of people. Huh?
Well, using Arab Spring, yeah. Well, I guess I have to concede to your argument then, bro. It's difficult, but I mean, you make a very good argument. But
That's why I said in the
realized,
beginning.
yeah, yeah, I realized I shot myself in the foot using the Arab Spring. I shot myself in the foot, man, using the Arab Spring. Cause yeah, that was a
Now
Michael
you
Chase.
did
Yeah,
have some violent interaction in the totality of the Arab Spring, but the Arab Spring was involved. That was several countries involved in Arab Spring. You know what I'm saying?
well, I was gonna go into that, but for the sake of argument, man, I'm gonna concede, but because we could go into every single country and find out what the hell was going on, but like I said, I know we kind of pressed for time, but again, if you got peaceful protests, you got clean coup d'etats, and then you got so we can't just put a blanket over the Arab Spring, can we? I'm asking you a question, can we?
I mean, no, you can't,
Okay, so
because some were violent.
right,
Yemen,
yeah, hell yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
yep.
Some was violent as hell.
Tunisia,
Some were not.
right.
I think for the most part, Egypt was pretty peaceful.
Yeah, Egypt was peaceful, but no, them
That's
other
what I'm
countries,
saying.
yeah, they were peaceful, yeah. But again, well, like I said, we can't put a blanket over all of them because you had different countries doing different things. Some were violent, some, man, women were getting raped, motherfuckers were getting beat in the head and shit and burning down shit, and then another one, they just stood in the crowd lifting up their shoe. You know what I'm saying? That was Egypt. All they did was take off their shoe and everybody held their shoe up.
Yeah,
So, yeah, that was, yeah.
but
So
but they was a million strong though.
they were a million strong. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I mean, you'll have to break that down by individual country.
Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would. We would. Yeah, we would. Yeah, we actually would. So we would need more time to break down each country because it was, 13 countries in all, right?
It was something like that. All like I said, all the way down from Yemen all the way up into North Africa.
Right. Morocco, Egypt, Tunisia.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, that was that was we would have to break each one down, and I guess we would have to take a vote on what you know because we just can't put a blanket like you said. Some of them were peaceful, and some of them were violent as hell. So damn. But again, J6 is I don't know. I just it's hard, man. It's hard for me to goddamn. It's hard for me to goddamn. it's hard for me to label something like that with a functioning police, man. That just, because to me, the police is the enforcement arm. As long as they're in control, they can get shit back right. So that's why it's hard for me to. I
don't agree with that. Yeah, I don't agree with that.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
The law enforcement all in itself is its own entity. What they got to do with the government?
But it's part of the government, though.
Well, yeah, it's part of the government, but it's not it's not controlled order by the government, though. They still gonna do their job. Hell, the government can fall for all they know. They don't know. That don't take away from their duty. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so now we're talking duty. We're talking duty. So then people in Tulsa, Oklahoma weren't doing their duty. Those people in
they wasn't. But again, I'm not gonna constitute the cops as far as what we're talking about. Anarchy is. Anarchy is the driving force behind the breaking apart of a government. They're not breaking apart no government in Tulsa. They just fucking with black folks.
Okay.
Now I concede it to you from Wilmington, because yes, black folks had considerable amount of power in Wilmington, and that was the driving force behind the white folks coming into Wilmington. So I concede it.
Okay.
You can't show me that in Tulsa. You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but hold on. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, the government set down laws, right?
What government? They was a segregated town.
Gotcha. Okay, gotcha. All right.
They were a segregated town. Now, for some the person that founded Greenwood, but not. I don't know. I forgot what his term was. But even still, we talking about the sheriff of a little bit ass section of Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right.
They understood that they was under segregation. We made the most of it in our own community.
Right.
So they pushed political movement in Tulsa like that. Wilmington was all about politics, even with the help of white folks.
Right.
So that's why I say I concede to you with Wilmington. The white folks specifically came into Wilmington because niggas had governmental power.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
So I concede that.
Right. But Tulsa,
you know what I'm saying?
Citizens, not the government. I got what you're saying, and the government even took in part in the terrorism.
Tulsa was about the economics.
Right.
They like Greenwood of the city of Tulsa.
Right.
And white folks didn't like that.
Right.
In Wilmington was the political powerhouse of that not only Wilmington, but that area of North Carolina, period, because at that time we had control of that particular district of North Carolina.
That's right.
About government. That's the reason they came.
Now we gotta, you know what? I gotta press the red button on you, MB. I gotta press the red button on you.
Damn.
When the Constitution says, when the government becomes tyrannical, you have the right to overthrow that government. What does that mean to you?
A well-regulated militia.
Okay.
What does that mean?
Yeah. Just tell me what that means to you. Just break it down and lay.
I mean, it's self-explanatory. When the government becomes tyrannical, we have the right as citizens to petition our grievances first and foremost.
You know what? I ain't gonna do that. That's all right. Forget it. I'm not going to even do it. I'm not going to even do it.
No. Well, what you mean?
I'm not going to do it, bro. Because you know what? Goddamn, I'm not going to do it. What do I mean?
Well,
were there militias there?
Oh no, man.
No, you know, I know.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
stop,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. The
I'm
white
stop.
militias, yeah.
It doesn't say white, black. It just says militia, right? Well, okay, we're not gonna play the race card, right?
Oh my God. But they came in because of race, though, black son.
Oh Lord, what? Now you sound like E, man. You sound like E right
Oh
now.
wow. So what they coming to Tulsa for? What they coming to Greenwood for?
Oh no, I was talking about J6. I was talking about J6. My bad, my
Oh,
bad. I was talking
J6.
about
Oh,
I
my
was talking
bad,
about
my bad. Oh,
J6. Yeah, my bad.
okay,
No,
I
no,
didn't know
no,
what you
no.
were
Yeah.
talking about. Oh,
Okay, my bad. I should have said.
well, yeah, it was malicious there. The Oath
Okay,
Keepers.
okay. All right, we're
So
gonna do
what's your
this one.
point?
My point is, what do we define as tyrannical? Do we find? Oh God, you know what? Never mind, bro. I don't want. I know. I'm gonna sound crazy.
Oh shit.
See,
Oh
if
shit.
you know where I'm going.
Hey, if you get a goddamn call from the FBI, man, I know where you at.
That's why I said
Shit.
I'm gonna stop, bro. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop. Oh, the views and
Wow.
opinions of Black Sun does not reflect that of the arena or its staff. Oh my
Damn, I
God! You
like
know
I
what?
like
I'm gonna
hit this
stop.
other trailer just now. Trying to back the truck up.
That's why I said I'm gonna stop, bro.
I was like, man, let me get off this. Let me get off with this Negro, man. He gonna get me locked up.
That's why I said, let me stop, man. You know what? I'm going to just say, look, you know, for the sake of the show, you won the argument, man. I'm going to leave it alone, man.
No, it wasn't. Yeah. Damn.
I am not going to play Perry Mason, man. I'm not doing it, bro. Fuck it. I'm not doing
I'll
it for
be
no
damned.
crazy ass way. I'm not doing it, bro. I am not playing Matlock today. Fuck that shit.
Damn.
I'm not in a position to play Matlock or Perry Mason. No, I'm not doing
Hey,
it, bro.
you know what though?
What's up?
From that argument. Oh damn, my shit ain't. Yeah, from that argument, I give you this. Remember,
Wait,
we
what?
talking about. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Say that again.
No. I said from the sake of the argument, I'll give you this in this aspect.
Okay.
Remember, we talking about we got a right to petition our grievances, right?
Right.
It did at any point in time did the citizens as a whole.
No, because they were doing mob thinking, that mob shit.
Okay,
There
you
they
go.
were doing
There
that
you
dumb
go.
drop shit. I
There you go.
I don't agree with none of that mob shit, bro. That mob shit is stupid.
There you go. Now
You know what I'm saying?
let's put a scenario together. Let's
Okay.
say all the people that thought that it was a steal and all of that shit, right?
Right,
All
right.
those people got together and actually petitioned their grievances to the government. Then the government said, "Fuck y'all, we don't care what that this is what it is. We're not showing y'all nothing, this, that, and that." At that
Right.
point in time, then do they have a right to
Yes.
express the tyranny of the government? Because
Yes.
they didn't give them their constitutional right
Right.
of their petition of grievance.
Yes. If they go through the proper steps, I would 100% agree with that. Yes.
There you go. There you go.
Right. Yes, I would agree with that. Right. So yeah, that's why I didn't even try to even use that argument, because I would have got squashed. You would have
There you
squashed
go.
me on that, bro. I almost jumped out the
Them
window.
folks,
Right.
they didn't care nothing about petition of grievance. They said,
No.
"Fuck
Right.
it,
Yeah,
let's
they did
go
some
down to
mob
the
shit.
Capitol."
Yeah,
Yeah.
they did some nigga shit. Yeah, they did nigga shit. I got you. Yeah.
Low level collective thought is what they
That's
did.
right. That's exactly what they did. I agree. I totally agree.
So
Man.
yeah, from that aspect, when it comes to J6, we can agree on that aspect.
Yeah,
You know what
I
I'm
agree with that. Yeah, that mob shit. Yeah, that was, yeah, that's. Hey man, if y'all listening, I hope now y'all get the goddamn lesson of that whole mob shit where MD talked about yesterday. Cause now I got it clear. It's clear as day now. Shit.
So yeah, man. But like I said, bro, with this conversation, it's gonna be interesting what kind of conversation we gonna have after the
Tomorrow.
movie tomorrow.
That's why I said I want him. I mean, I hope E is there tomorrow. E, if you're listening, man, do not miss that, bro. We want you on the panel. Because I got it, man. E, yo, yeah, we got to have E on that panel, man. So, E, man, if you're listening, don't be late. Try to set aside, you know, some free time. Yeah, man, because, you know, I got some questions for E. I'm going to have some questions. Because he's going to have some questions. I'm sure he's going to have some questions.
Yeah, I feel, and like I said, according to a lot of stuff that you said, you may not disagree. I mean, you may not agree totally with the stance of the movie. You may not.
Right. Well, you know, I'm gonna take notes. Trust me, I'm gonna take notes on it, and I'm gonna, if I got, you know, I'm gonna have questions. So yeah, you do expect that, you know. But I mean, I look at every movie that we do unobjectively. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna look at it and I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna be unbiased about it. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Because, like I said, man, you know, some people when they hear the word communism, again, you know, I know about the McCarthy era and all that. I know how to balance it out. You know what I'm saying? I know about communism, but I know about the McCarthyism that labeled everybody who didn't agree with him as communists too. So I know how to balance it out. You know, I know about J. Edgar Hoover and how he goddamn targeted goddamn Martin Luther King and Malcolm X and all. I know about all that. So yeah, I'll you know. I'll be balanced when I go in. Trust me, I'm gonna be very balanced.
I got you, no doubt. Well,
Yeah.
like I said, man, it's gonna be interesting to see what your perspective is after the movie. And yeah,
Right.
I definitely hope I hope he in the house.
Oh man, I hope he is in the house. Yeah.
It's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, he go. Not saying it ain't gonna be fun without him. He gonna make it more fun. Let me just say that.
Yeah.
Because man, oh my God, yesterday, hey, and all jokes aside, yesterday, man, he came in there, man, and he had a grievance, man, about the whole civil rights thing. I didn't know nothing about it. I looked at my articles, man, and the show, you know, that stuff was added on there on the spot, man, and yeah. You thought, if you're listening, you thought you had a gotcha moment, man. Hey, you gotta come better. You gotta come better.
He damn sure thought he had it. He damn sure thought. And like I said, I wasn't. It wasn't that I was disagreeing with what he was saying.
No, neither was I. I was lost.
Right, because I knew that. Wait a minute. You know, right, wrong, indifferent is unconstitutional at the end of the day.
Right.
That was gonna be my answer to the shit.
Absolutely.
Well, that ain't right. Not based on the fact that is low level racism, based on the fact that it's illegal. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly. Right.
So yeah, he wasn't gonna get no argument from me and you know, in that aspect.
Yeah, but you see,
then you came with the article. I was like, oh well, damn. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah, man. Yeah, I just came with the article, man. I just typed it up on the spot, man. I was on the spot, bro. I knew nothing about it. You know, hey, we already talked about what we're gonna bring up in the articles, and hey, that was on the spot. So that was, hey, shout out to E, man, for bringing that. I'm glad he did, man. That was right on time, and hey, it is what it is. You know. But he just come better prepared next time, he. Because you thought you had a gotcha moment. He thought he had a setup, you be.
Yeah, I didn't know what the. I'm like, oh damn.
Right.
You know. But yeah, you know, it is what it is, man. You know,
It
shout
is
out
what
to
it is. Yeah, shout out to
E,
you,
man. You need to stop bullshitting, man, and put a show together, man. That's what you need to do.
Yeah, for real.
That's what you need to do, sir. But in any event, yeah. So yeah, I'm about to get ready to get up out of here, man. That's what we got going tomorrow. Now, I may that truck jacked up. I may have something tonight when I get home. So
Oh shit.
I told y'all that I was gonna do the arena books up from slavery. I'm gonna put that on the back burner for now, man, because that's gonna take entirely too long. It's gonna be too tedious. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I still want to do it, but not right now. It's other stuff that I think is important in the aspect of what I'm focused on right now. So I'm gonna put that on the back burner. But what I'm probably gonna end up doing tonight is I'm gonna start this free to choose series with Milton Friedman. Like these are a series of videos. Like I said, these ain't gonna be like at least I'm not gonna try to make them long. But they basically a series of videos with the Milton Friedman series going into like economics. So I'm probably gonna end up starting that series tonight, and that'll be something that I'll try to get on up out the way like that. It'll be a couple of week project too, but I'm gonna try to go and get it up out the way before I do any other audio book. You know what I'm saying? Because any other audio book, it ain't gonna be as short as the Manny Johnson book. That's a short book. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm probably gonna end up doing the Milton Friedman series and just going off of that. But in it that it's not gonna stop any of the other shows that we got. Like I said, Arena Cinema still locked in for Saturday.
Oh yeah.
And everything else. So whenever I get time and I can tie it in, I'll be doing the Milton Friedman series. So I'm gonna start it tonight though, probably.
Oh, that okay. Oh, probably okay.
Probably.
Okay. Well, hey, just let me know
what time I don't know, but probably I'll start it tonight.
Okay. Well, damn, that's.
I'll definitely let you know though.
Yeah.
All right, man. I gotta hook up to this trailer so I can go get this load so I can go home. You got anything else, Black Son?
No, man, it was a good show, man. Good discussion, man. You open up my eyes to some things, man, and like I said, you gave me something to think on and ponder on about J6, man. I mean, now I'm looking at it more objectively now. And I'm glad we had the discussion, man, because like I said, J6 is a really touchy subject, and yeah, you just gave me you gave me a new light to look at it. I'm not saying I totally agree, but you gave me something to kind of, you gave me something to ponder on. I'm going to just leave it at that.
No doubt, I feel you. And like I said, maybe after the movie Saturday, it'll broaden your perspective on J6. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I look forward to it. You know what? Like I said, again, you made some very good arguments, and what really stuck me is the whole Arab Spring. Even though they're not all the same, you can't put a blanket on them, but I kind of stubbed my toe when I said that. I said, oh shit, wait a minute. So yeah, I kind of stubbed my toe when I brought up Arab Spring, and I felt like I stubbed my toe because I'm gonna just leave it at that, man. I kind of stubbed my toe on that show, bringing up Arab Spring. Because
it's all good, man. With that being said, huh?
No, I'm saying because a lot of people
Okay.
point out similarities between J6 and the Arab Spring. That's why I said I stubbed my toe. So yeah.
No, it's all good, man. It's all good. So with that being said, again, be sure to tune in tomorrow, 8:00. Arena Cinema, Anarchy, USA. Like I said, this movie here, if you heard the Arena books, Color, Communism, and Common Sense, this ties directly into that book.
Yes.
So make sure that you tune in. Like I said, my goal is to start the Milton Friedman series tonight. What time? That's to be determined. I'll post it when I know I'm going to do it. Just make sure you subscribe, hit the notification bell. The Arena Uncensored, man. With that, I ain't got nothing else. I got to hook up this trailer so I can go.
Okay.
So man. With that, no problem, man. No problem. With that, I'm gonna say peace, y'all.
All right, peace. We out.